So, Bunnie, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Doing good? Tell me about yourself. Where you from?
I'm from Chester County.
Is that Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
How far is that from Kensington?
From where I was at, like an hour and 15 minutes with bad traffic. I'm from West Grove, but I grew up in Nottingham, near Hearst Chip Factory.
Gotcha. And your current situation is homeless?
Yeah.
How old are you?
24.
24. How long you been homeless for?
Like 2 years, give or take.
How did you end up homeless?
So my mom passed when I was younger, and then I moved in with my grandma, and she ended up getting dementia, and I took care of her until I couldn't anymore. Like, she would start leaving the house and all that stuff, so I called Elder Protective Services and had her admitted into a hospital, or
like a nursing home?
yes, that's what it's called. And and that's not what I wanted to do at all, but it was beyond my care, and my sister ended up getting really angry with me about that. And she had power of attorney and stuff, and she sold the house and basically just told me to figure it out. And the last, like, 3 weeks of me being there, I broke up with my ex. I was with him for about 3 years, on and off, and then I got with someone from my school who was on drugs from here, and I had maybe heard of Kensington vaguely, but I never knew that it was like this. And then I got hooked on the drugs because he basically said, this is going to make you feel better, and I took his word on that, and ever since I've been hooked on it.
What's your drug of choice? You said dope?
Dope and hard. I used to shoot up, but now I just smoke anything.
Yeah. What was your first reaction when because you said you had mentioned you heard of Kensington before, but you didn't really know that it was like this kind of chaotic. What was your first thought or reaction like when you seen this place?
Well, my first thought was, I opened the door and there's all this trash. And like needles and stuff, and like there was like the drug corners were just like right in your face. And it was so hard to get drugs in Chester County. So here you can just walk anywhere and get it. And it blew my mind. And the needles, I don't know why they called them works. I was like, what does works mean? I heard works. Because we stopped near the park. Yeah, I'll never forget that.
Do you have any family still around or any kind of support system? Or?
I mean, I have my dad, but I only see him like once a month.
What's your relationship with him like? It's
a little bit strained, but we're still close. You know, we're all each other has.
Yeah. Yeah.
We love each other. I love my dad.
Would he let you come back home, or is that not an option right now?
Well, truth be told, he ended up homeless too. He was living with me, taking care of my grandma with me. And he lived at Coatesville Veterans Association or something like that. And then they shut down, and now he's in a group home. And yeah, if he had a house, he would definitely let me back. But he would probably make me go to rehab first.
Have you ever tried to go to rehab? Had tried to get clean or anything? Or?
Yeah.
What was that? What was that like? Did it work? Or?
Well, I went to a place in Delaware County, and needless to say, it was like jail, but not being locked up or anything, just like the way people were, like, and I got all my stuff stolen. I only lasted a week, and I immediately just got right back on the shit.
Yeah. What do you typically do for money out here?
Dates.
Yeah. I feel you. Is that dangerous? I'm sure getting in the car with people you don't know. And
oh yeah. I mean, thank God nothing's happened to me yet. And I say yet because it's a given. I feel like that.
It's always a possibility.
Yeah. And
have you had any bad experiences doing that?
Hell yeah.
Have you?
I think like the worst thing is actually right over there it happened. There's this guy on a bicycle, and this is why they tell girls don't ever do walkers, like walking people. Always it be in a car or a house or something, because you never know what they're gonna do to you out here, and they're not from here usually, so they're trying to do something and get away with it. But anyway, he was on a bike. We went over there, and it's like a back lot over there at the gate, and you always get the money first. And I was like, "Are you forgetting something?" Because he's already like taking his slong out, and he's like, "No, I ain't giving you no money, and you're gonna suck this dick, or I'm gonna kill you."
Yeah.
And I just did it, and I acted like I liked it so I could just get it the fuck over with. And the sad part is, like, I actually forgot about it for a while, because you just shove that shit away.
Yeah.
And go along with your day.
Yeah.
Because you know that's what you're gonna subject yourself to once in a while.
That's interesting. I would think that people in cars would be more likely to be more dangerous, just because they can take you or kidnap you, or whatever the case may be. But so he basically sexually assaulted you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like that's one of the reasons you do drugs, is kind of to mask that trauma and that pain that you've been through in the past? Or?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even now, when I get like a cold or if I stub my toe, I immediately go for the pipe. Like, that's just my go-to. It's a pain reliever for spiritual stuff, mental stuff, physical stuff, all that.
Yeah.
That's why it's so hard to get off it, as well as the withdrawals. It's so hard. But yeah, the masking the pain, that's a big thing.
Yeah. What do you feel like your biggest regret in life is?
My biggest regret in life is dropping out of high school. And I mean, I should have just went to a different school. But I feel like even if I went back in time, I couldn't have done that, because my family situation, like, it was only us three. My sisters were never there, like, and I don't blame them. They probably have their own issues. But it was really hard to take care of my grandma while she was going down that slope of just losing her mind.
Yeah.
So, but I regret it. Like, I could have went online, something. I liked school. I really did.
Yeah. Is getting clean something that you foresee in your future? Or I speak to some people, and they just basically say they're not ready. They enjoy getting high. What's your position on that?
I mean, I've tried in the past willingly, and I've gotten clean unwillingly, and I'd rather get clean on my time soon rather than later on, like, jail time or like dying.
Yeah. Have you been locked up before?
Yeah.
For what?
Like, I've gotten locked up from I stole from Walmart, got caught. Then I didn't go to court, and that was all the way in Lancaster County. And then that snowballed into another charge in another county, and I didn't know there's different jails for different counties. Like, I wasn't aware. Like, I was so stupid at that stuff.
Yeah.
And I only spent 30 days in jail, but it sucked.
How's the withdrawals? Like, if you had to put that in words, like when you get locked up and you're withdrawing from drugs, what is that experience like?
In jail was the best withdrawal I ever had, because they give you pills and stuff. Well, I was in the hospital for a week before I went to jail.
Yeah.
Because they said I had 2 weeks left to live. I had cellulitis in my leg, my hand scarred up. I had surgery on this hand.
Yeah.
But the withdrawals though, like, because when I got arrested, they sent the dope to a laboratory to see what was in it. It came back positive for fentanyl, xylazine, and Xanax. So you're fucking with barbiturates, opiates,
everything.
And you're coming down off 3 things. And I think the barbiturate and the xylazine withdrawal is worse than the opiate withdrawal altogether.
Right.
And I think that's why when people try to get clean, they're not getting better by Suboxone or anything, because that's not what they need. And when I Googled the xylazine, there's actually an antidote called tolazine. And I've never heard anybody say, well, we can give you tolazine. That's something I think people should start looking into.
Sure. Before we wrap it up, if there's anybody who may see this, you know, especially the younger generation, teenagers, what would your message to them be?
My message would be, if you're going to do drugs, it's probably because you're in a messed up state of mind. Like, you probably, are in a bad place. But what you're going to do is you're going to rot your skin. You're going to fucking do things you never thought you were going to fucking do. You're going to sink to these lows, and it's going to cause you to go in this vicious revolving door, and it's not worth it. And if you think heroin withdrawal is bad, you're in for a treat with this one. You could actually die from this withdrawal, from the dope. And crack is a whole other thing people violate themselves to get. Just don't fucking do it, dude. Just stick with the weed. Drink alcohol on the weekends. It's all about balance. So if you are going to do it, do your research. And do it right. Because you can always do more drugs. You can't do less.
Bunnie, I appreciate your time.
Thank you.